Hi, Days fans. It's Wednesday, September 16th, and we just got done watching Days. And I think I'm going to call up Barbara, my hairdresser, tomorrow and see if she can stick like a little blue here and some blonde here and pink. And who would I be?
A clown or Kate?
So, I don't know. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of over the top. I don't know.
You need the black, the nail polish,
Yeah.
too, except maybe this finger is a different color.
I tried doing that once. I went to the nail place when I was pregnant with Paloma, and I was telling them, well, my husband wants me to do it black, like, blah, blah, blah. For, like, the people on the soap opera, they're all looking at me like, your husband wants you to what? I'm like, well, you know, Sandy and Kate and all that. Remember Mimi?
Mimi, yeah.
Okay, so let's get on with the show.
Lots of stuff coming to the breaking point
Yes,
on every front.
You're on the edge of your seat everywhere you go with these storylines right now.
Every storyline is about to crescendo.
I mean, it feels like it's sweep week every day lately.
Where should we start?
So Melanie, she comes right out and admits to giving Chloe the drugs and tries to take the fall for Nathan. Gosh, why don't you try to bluff for a second?
I know.
I mean, just because Luke is accusing you, he has no proof.
I know. I thought that was a little bit quick to come out with that. But
And didn't I say to you, I said, Chloe is going to wake up right away.
Of course.
Because that's the only way that I didn't really think they were going to have those two down in jail, although that would have been cute. They might still go down to the jail because even though she woke up, they still did something wrong.
She had to come out. I mean, what's he going to do next? Let's cut to the Daniel and Kate stuff.
Oh, God.
Dummy, you should have got out of there. You know that woman's going to go freaking postal on you with the cue ball on your head.
And what is
Dumbass.
this? I've been to hotels a million times. I've never seen anything like that.
It's just a decoration.
What decoration?
It's like a big ball. You can get those at like, what's that place?
Spencer's?
No, with the overpriced Indonesian furniture.
But what I'm saying is, the hotels I go to, you get a little radio.
Pier 1 imports.
Hey, what Pier 1 crap do you see in the hotel?
Every once in a while you do.
Anywho, so, Kate, Daniel, I'm really hoping that you had that chip wired to your laptop computer or something.
I don't think so. I've never heard of any device like that.
Days, what if
they're like 100 years behind in technology. Christ, they're still like on analog cell phones or something.
That recording was pretty crisp for whatever they were doing.
Mia is on like a 433 laptop. I mean,
I
got one of those things up in the attic.
Let's go to Will and Mia. So she confesses and tells him everything, and he has to go think about whether he's going to forgive her.
Yeah, you're a bit of a hard ass, Will.
I mean, God, Will, she just told you like the biggest secret ever that she didn't even tell the baby daddy. Lighten up.
You know,
but he's mad because she still has secrets.
People criticize her acting. I think Mia's doing a good job.
She's
I think she's a damn fine actress.
She's a little child.
Yeah.
I gotta decide which part's gonna go blue. What's gonna be
blue?
So
Brady and Nicole just telling it all. Lets out that big thing about. So Rafe, this is huge. Rafe knows about the miscarriage.
Yeah, and Brady keeps telling her to pipe down, which you never hear anybody outside telling anyone to be quiet. So he keeps going, lower your voice, lower your voice.
Rafe's going to bust this whole thing wide open in by the middle of next week, I think it's going to be over. I think the baby switch is going to be over.
Well, he now knows she had a miscarriage, and he's figuring out there's something shady going on in the clinic. So he's going to find out soon that Dr. Baker is a baby broker. But then he's just got to piece together, well, what does that have to do with Grace? And I want to say, Nicole, have you ever heard of something called gratitude? Stephanie's always on you about not being gracious enough. Mia gave you her baby.
Oh, I know. You need to just kick her in places that...
People joke about, like, giving their firstborn or something. This girl grew a human being in her belly and gave it to you to make your life better. And you yell at her all the time. I mean, what is all that? What is that about? It's not nice.
But you brought up a good point, you know, when EJ was asking Will about the secret that Mia told him. Even if Will told EJ that Mia had a baby, EJ knows that already.
I mean, does he not know this? Because Tony told him that some young Mia girl came, and she was the same one that had been pregnant at the house way back when, and he knows she counseled Mia.
Yeah.
I mean, and she knows she was helping troubled teens. So, are we missing something, viewers? Was there a moment in time where Nicole said, "Oh no, she wasn't pregnant. She had like a drug problem, or she was at the clinic. She, was she counseling kids that weren't pregnant? I thought they were all pregnant teens she was counseling. But, I mean, Tony saw Mia pregnant, and I thought he told EJ that.
Yeah, so I'm assuming EJ knows.
So, I mean, is EJ just being nice and not telling Will this, respecting Mia's privacy?
That's a good point.
I mean, EJ seems like a stand-up enough guy that if some young girl had a baby and he only knows about it because his wife was helping her, it would be kind of shitty to go around telling her new boyfriend, when she's trying to start a life for herself. So.
What else is coming to a boil?
Well, Chloe woke up.
Yeah.
And asked for Daniel again. And Lucas, this is my previews, and Lucas is like, who gives a shit where he is?
You freaking bitch.
And this is a good time for her to be like, yeah, I know I've had time to think for the past, 3 months while I'm in a coma. I'm just not that into you.
You wish you were back in a coma. You... whatever.
So...
is Kate gonna kill Daniel?
Well, either that or she's gonna keep him in the... I mean, now that she ruined the, confession thing, can't she just let him free and just be more careful next time?
No, I don't get that. I mean, she can't possibly kill him. There are millions of people. They checked into a hotel together, for God's sake. People are going to know that they went in there, and then they find the dead body. The first person they're going to go to is Kate.
Oh, and we forgot to mention this yesterday, but Callie, I think it was, mentioned this, that is that not the same seedy bar that Philip went to? Because,
you mean motel?
Yeah, and
It doesn't look like it.
Callie mentioned this, and we were thinking the same thing, is that maybe it would be recorded on their dirty porno tape thing. So maybe there'll be a backup copy of all this.
I don't think it's the same place.
Well, it would be cool if it was, because then they would be catching all this.
No, that guy's out of business. Brady put him out of business.
Whatever.
He read on the Riot Act. Stop it. And they're only into porn, not other stuff.
So... tomorrow looks like Nicole's threatening Mia pretty bad.
Yeah, I've heard Ray's going to bust this whole thing wide open.
Yeah, I hope he busts it open soon, because, it's been going on a long time. Although I'm intrigued now, but I want to know what Kate's going to do to Daniel.
We don't read the spoilers, by the way.
No.
But, we read the comments, and every once in a while we catch...
We do go to the grocery store, so sometimes our eyes...
I try not to look at...
I try not to, too, but it's like a freaking huge elephant standing there. You try not to look.
But, my God, there's places on the internet you can go and read about what's going to happen a week ahead.
No, to be honest
what is
with
the
you,
point?
When I'm at the grocery store, the last thing I can do is look at those magazines, because I am just hoping and praying that I can get out of that store alive. Going to the grocery store is like going into combat with those little kids. JB, if you'd have seen us there yesterday, I almost had to call JB from work to meet us at the grocery store.
So, I am waiting for the baby switch to come out and for Sammy to be told that her baby's alive. I looked forward to...
and for Rafe to put the baby in her arms.
So, I waited so long for EJ to find out that Grace
was his.
And that was awesome, and I'm waiting for this. Alright, that's it.
Okay, the couple that watches Days together.
Stays together.